India is a driving force of the Quad and an engine for regional growth, said the White House days after foreign ministers of the countries which are part of the grouping met in Melbourne. We recognize that India is a like-minded partner and leader in South Asia and the Indian Ocean, active in and connected to the Southeast Asia, a driving force of the Quad and an engine for regional growth and development, White House Principal Deputy Press Secretary Karen Pierre told reporters in Washington. It was an opportunity to discuss Russia's ongoing threat to Ukraine. They discussed the threat that Russia's aggression poses not only to Ukraine but to the entire international rules-based order, which has provided a foundation for decades of shared security and prosperity for the region and around the globe, she said about the Melbourne meeting. Moving on to the next news, Nitish Kumar on Monday expressed his gratitude towards Prime Minister Narendra Modi for making accurate observations about dynasty politics while calling the Bihar Chief Minister a shining example of those who bucked the trend. The veteran socialist leader was asked about Prime Minister Modi's remarks in an interview last week, where the Prime Minister deplored the dominance of families in political parties, including those claiming adherence to the philosophy of Samajwad, an obvious reference to Samajwadi Party in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh and the RJD, the principal opposition party in Bihar. The Bihar Chief Minister recalled having looked up to Ram Manohar Lohia and his long personal association with George Fernandes and remarked, "What PM has said is very right and accurate. Promoting one's own family at the expense of dedicated political workers is not socialism. For me, the entire state of Bihar is like my family." Moving on to the next news, after Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao stirred a row by asking for proof from centre of the surgical strike carried out by army in POK in September 2019, the Bharatiya Janata Party launched a scathing attack on him, saying that he is talking like a traitor. BJP State President Bandi Sanjay on Monday addressed media persons at the party's office in the state and said, "Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao is talking like a traitor to undermine the Indian army. A traitor like you, who is an agent of Pakistan and China, does not deserve to be on the land of Telangana. The people of Telangana will chase you away for sure." He further said that the comments of the Chief Minister have enraged people, adding that their blood is boiling. Moving on to the next news. The United States on Monday said it does not believe Russian leader Vladimir Putin has made a final decision on whether to invade Ukraine, but he could move with little or no warning. At the Pentagon, Press Secretary John Kirby separately called out China over its implicit backing for Moscow in the high-stakes Ukrainian standoff. Their tacit support, if you will, for Russia is deeply alarming and frankly even more destabilizing to the security situation in Europe, he said. Kirby said US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and the Pentagon chief will meet with allied defense ministers and NATO leadership in Brussels to discuss Russia's military buildup around Ukraine. Moving on to the next news, Assam BJP and its various frontal organizations on Monday filed hundreds of police complaints against Congress MP Rahul Gandhi over his Spirit of India tweet from last week. This comes at a time when Congress's student wing has launched protests against the Assam Chief Minister for his father-son barb against the Wayanad MP. The student and youth wings of the Congress have lodged several FIRs across different states against State Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. BJP members have alleged that Mr. Gandhi, by not mentioning any of the northeastern states in his tweet, is seeding them from the rest of the country and spreading disharmony.